Hello everybody, welcome back to our module that we are discussing on LinkedIn marketing. So in this module, so far we have discussed how to create your profile and how to optimize your profile for the LinkedIn purpose. Now in this video, I will talk about how to grow your network. So it is very important to understand what is network and what are various degrees of connections. So actually in LinkedIn, the people who are there in your network are called your connections. So first let us try to understand what network means here in the LinkedIn, and then we will proceed further. So actually in LinkedIn, there are different types of connections that you can look for or you can work upon those connections. So there are basically first, second, third degree as well as the fellow member connections, which you will usually see in the LinkedIn network. So here it is very important to understand what are these levels of degrees of the connections. The first is your first degree connection. So as the name suggests, so it is your first degree connection when you are connected with anybody by, you can say you have sent the invitation and the person has accepted your invitation, then he will be your first degree connection here. Now what are the second degree connections? The second degree connections are here. Now you can see in this example here, this is my first degree connection, but this person has first degree connection with my first degree connection. So but for me, the connection with this person, connection with this one will be called as the second degree connection here. So whenever you are searching in LinkedIn, you will see it is always labeled that with this person you are having the first degree connection, or with this person you are having the second degree connection is there. Now further we have the third degree connection as well. I think it is now simple to understand. So any connection which is there with my second degree connection, for me that will be the third degree connection here. Now see here in this example, with this person I have the first degree connection. Now with this person I have the second degree connection because he or she is the friend or in the connection of my first degree connection. Now this person will be called as the third degree connection here. It will also be shown when I will search for my networks here. So I can make the second degree or the third degree connection as a first degree connection by sending them direct invitation, and if they will accept my request, so they will also be considered my first degree connection there. So here we have these three degrees forms your network in the LinkedIn. But more than this, we are also having the fellow members. So who are the fellow members? So let us say you have joined a particular group in the LinkedIn. So whosoever is the member of that particular group, it will also be considered as a fellow members for your network. Okay, he will be the part of your network. But further, you can also communicate. You can communicate with your fellow members either sending them directly the messages or by sending the messages them through your you can say groups here. And there is one question here, that up to how many connections can be there in the LinkedIn. As per the LinkedIn policy, you would have 30,000 maximum connection. Maximum here means the first degree connection. So in a way, maximum 30,000 connections can be there for the first degree. So there is no limit for second and third degree. It is not mentioned here. So LinkedIn is only talking about your first degree connections. Now after understanding all these things, now my focus would be on to grow my network. So there are different ways through which you can create your connections. So now let us learn about what are various ways to create your connections. Now let us see how to grow our network here. So first thing, just you have to go to the network here, my network. So it will help you to manage your network, to send the invitation or send the request to someone to be part of your connection. Now the very first method, which is I think we all should use this method. What is happening in this method? the LinkedIn will take the data from your mail ID and it will suggest you that from your mail ID who is there on LinkedIn, and then it will show you, and accordingly you can send the invitation to them, and there are good chances that they will accept your invitation and they can be the part of your, you can say, network. Now let us see what is the process for this one. So already we have used this mail ID, which is my you can say default ID for this network. Let us click on this continue and see what options are available. But other than this one, you can also explore more options, like if you have the Yahoo contacts or you have any file containing the contacts, so LinkedIn will automatically search for those persons on LinkedIn platform whether they are there or not. So but let us add from our personal contacts. So click on this continue button and let us see what will happen here. So yes, it is asking me that which mail you am talking about. So now in this case I have to just use my ID here. Let me see the same ID which I'm just using for my LinkedIn purpose here. So let us click on this one and click next, and yes, of course ask me the password here. Now see here, LinkedIn will get a permission from us that it want to access your Google account, specifically this very account. So what we have to do, you have to simply allow it. So click on this allow button, and now we have given the permission that LinkedIn can access our contacts, and it will in future it will try to suggest whosoever is there in my email ID contacts. From time to time it will start showing me those persons from there. Okay, so now we have linked it. Now we have to wait for some time, and then LinkedIn will start showing those connection to you. Now this is the first thing. Now the second thing is here, these are the recommended pages from the LinkedIn, right? So it is better to follow few of the pages in which you are interested. So for example, I will say here follow, and because once you will follow a particular page, and it will also create the connection for you, because there may be many more people, those who are following the same page, and you can also look from there and you can send the invitation from there as well. Now another important you see here, the LinkedIn has already suggested me that based on my industry which I have selected. So if you remember, I selected the education management. So whosoever is there in the education management industry, LinkedIn is also suggesting me few of the persons or people are there. So I can simply click on the follow, because these are the celebrities or at very high position, and I can follow these people from my industry. It will also help me to grow my connection further. And you can see here the people who are skilled in research, because I mentioned my one skill, research, as one of the skills here. You can also subscribe to these further newsletters or other. It will also expand your network on the LinkedIn. So similarly, these are the groups. So this is the most useful way to grow your connection here. In this case, again, LinkedIn will suggest you based on your interest, based on your skills, or based on your education. Few of the groups it will suggest you. So you can also join these groups. So just you can send the request from here to join, and this, depending upon your request, if it is accepted, you will be able to communicate with other group members, those who are part of this very community or this very group here. So this is another way of growing your network on the LinkedIn. Now these are the few more suggestions. Now these are the based on my institution, based on my qualification. LinkedIn has also suggested me few more you can say persons where I can have the connection. So what you have to do, you have to simply just click on this connect button. So this way it will send you one request will be sent to this person and yes, if he or she will accept my invitation, then you will see it will also be added to your network here. So I think it's a very long list here. So based on mutual connections, so LinkedIn will keep on suggesting you. So this is all about that how can we grow our network further. But I think this is a one-time activity. In future, LinkedIn will keep on suggesting you, and you have to just send the invitation to the person. And if we are looking for a specific group, we are looking for a specific person, then you can always search for here. You can search here. For example, I'm interested in digital marketing, so I can simply search here digital marketing, and you can see here you can search it in jobs, you can search it in companies or showcase pages or pages or groups. For example, I'm just clicking here. Let us see what it is all about. So yes, this is one of the page, and I can follow this particular page as well, right? So this way, research option is quite useful that you can just use for. You can search for different groups from here. You can search for different pages. You can search for different events. You can also take the help of this part just to grow your network as well. And it will also help you to manage. For example, see here, if I want to see how many connections are already there in my network, so you can see from here it's a connection, and see this is my different profile. It's not the same profile, it's a different profile, so I can see. And further, if you want to communicate with your connection, so it is always there. You can just send a message, or you can remove the particular person from your connection as well. So that is another useful option here. So I can directly one-to-one I can communicate with my connections as well. Okay, another thing you can search for, we have the search option for each and everything here. For example, I want to search for different groups. Click on this group, and you can also discover, or you can create your group as well. So we will come to later on this one how to create a group, but you can just discover the groups here. Now see here, it is suggesting me a few of the groups here. You can change all the option, right? You can search for school, you can search for events here. So these are the simple ways through which you can grow your network. So I will once again say that it matters a lot that who is there in your network and how are you building your connections here. So thank you so much. So we will talk about a new topic in the next video. Thank you.